everyone, welcome to Rosa's Ribbons. Today we'll be making my personal favorite and family recipe, Italian rainbow cookies.
This recipe calls for softened butter. You can either leave it out for an hour or so or put it in the microwave for 20 to 30 seconds.
And that's what this is in this bowl, so I'm just going to add it in. You also need a cup of flour. You need sugar. It takes a lot of sugar, so you need 3/4 cup of sugar for each batter. Every batter needs 3 eggs, so you will put 3 whole eggs in. You also need an 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder. You need 2 tablespoons of almond extract. You can put your next butter in and just get it ready in the microwave to get softened if you haven't had it out, which is ready, because you need to make 3 batters of this. So you get your mixer and you mix it.
The first batter color is green.
So you get your green food color. Put as much of it as or as little as you like. I like mine very green, so I put a lot. And you mix it. And then you do the other 2 batters the same exact way. You just use yellow and red. And you butter the inside first, like this. Make sure you butter all around. Even in the corners, you might have to get in there with your hands, because you're going to put wax paper on top. You can use wax paper or parchment paper if you like. I like wax paper, so it's really up to you. And make sure you get it especially in the corners, because when the batter goes onto the wax paper, you're going to put butter on the wax paper also, and you don't want it to stick. But you don't want the wax paper sticking to the tray once it's cooked. Try not to make the wax paper too long, because it might burn while it's cooking in the oven. So I try and make it the same size as the cookie tray. Just as a regular, normal cookie tray, as you can see. And then I put more butter on the wax paper, so that when I put the batter, it doesn't stick to the wax paper. And again, make sure you get it in the corners and on the sides as well. Okay, the first batter you're going to put in and cook is the green batter, because the green goes on the bottom. And if your mixer didn't mix everything, that's fine. Just get a spoon, mix it a little bit before you put it down. I normally do that just in case. It should look like the consistency of if you're making pancakes, that kind of thickness. If it looks like that, then you're doing it correctly. And it will look like it won't fit the whole pan, but it will. You just have to spread it out. And make sure you get everything out of the bowl. As you see, I spread it open. Make sure you get in the corners. Just try and make it as even as you can. Each layer cooks for about 10 minutes. It's not long at all. You have to keep an eye on it because you can burn and it'll come out tasting burnt, and you don't want that. So keep an eye on it. Check on it after like 7-8 minutes to see if it's bubbled up. I'll show you what it looks like when it's bubbling up and ready to come out. Again, mix it up just to make sure you got everything before you put it on the pan. It smells so good from the almond extract that you put in it. And it just smells like the holidays. I usually like to make this during Christmas time or New Year's, or if somebody wants me to make it for them. Make sure the corners have some. And put it in the oven.
When jellying the first layer, use the apricot preserves. When jellying the second layer, use the raspberry preserves.
So the red is ready. As you can see, the bubbles. So that means they're ready. You can use your hand to fix it because it's still hot, so you can move it. Just be careful you don't crack it.
Now we're preparing the chocolate topping. In here is chocolate morsels and a little bit of water. I'm placing this pot on top of another pot that I filled halfway with water because I want to slow cook the chocolate to melt it. I don't want it to burn if I place it directly on top of the fire. As it's melting, you continuously stir it so it doesn't stick or burn to the pot, because like I said, it melts really fast. And you can use any type of morsels that you like, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, any brands that you like. Just the same as with the jellies, you could use any jellies that you prefer, that you like. It doesn't have to be raspberry and apricot. Also, red raspberry, sometimes they come with seeds, and sometimes you can't find them without the seeds, but it really doesn't matter. You can buy either or, because they all taste the same. Once you get it good and melted, where you can maneuver it around, you can place it on top of the red layer. As soon as you take the chocolate off of the heat, be sure to spread it on the red layer as quickly as you can, because it starts cooling quickly and you don't want it to get lumpy and not be able to be spreadable, because you want to make sure that you can spread it along through the whole cake. Lastly, I like to put sprinkles on the top of my cake. I like to put a little more than usual so that it's colorful. After you're done adding all your sprinkles that you want, the cake needs to chill for at least 5 to 6 hours in the refrigerator. So normally I like to put it in overnight to make sure that it is hardened all the way through, so that it's easier to cut in the morning. I usually put toothpicks in it to hold the wax paper over it so that the chocolate doesn't melt or stick to the wax paper. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and let me know if you make them and how they come out for you.